One can of chickpeas might not look like much at first glance, a modest tin nestled among the other pantry staples, unassuming and easy to overlook. Yet, hidden within those small, creamy legumes, lies the potential to create a remarkable variety of dishes, each one bursting with flavor, nutrition, and versatility. Chickpeas are more than just a salad topping or a last-minute soup addition. They're the foundation for countless recipes that fit effortlessly into gluten-free and dairy-free lifestyles. Today, let's embark on a journey through 5 transformative ways to use chickpeas, unlocking their potential in recipes that are nourishing, flavorful, and above all, deeply satisfying. Let's begin where it all started, with the classic and ever-loved hummus. There's a reason hummus has stood the test of time, delighting eaters across continents and generations. With just a few ingredients, tender chickpeas, nutty tahini, zesty lemon juice, fragrant garlic, and a good glug of olive oil, you create a dip that is smooth, creamy, and full of depth. The process is as simple as blending everything until velvety, but the result is nothing short of magical. It's the kind of dip that invites sharing, perfect for dunking crisp, colorful vegetables, spreading onto warm, gluten-free pita, or dolloping onto grain bowls. The experience is easily elevated with a drizzle of golden olive oil and a dusting of smoky paprika, which not only add visual flair, but also an extra layer of flavor. Hummus embodies the best of chickpeas, creamy, rich, and endlessly adaptable to your taste preferences, whether you prefer it garlicky, lemony, or even spiced with cumin or roasted red peppers. But chickpeas aren't all about smooth and creamy. They have a crunchy, bold side as well. Enter roasted chickpeas, the snack you never knew you needed but will quickly become obsessed with. Making them is almost effortless. Drain and rinse your chickpeas, pat them dry, toss them with a blend of your favorite spices, perhaps a mix of smoked paprika for depth, garlic powder for savoriness, and cumin for warmth. Then roast them in the oven until they're crisp and golden. The result is a snack that's irresistibly crunchy, bursting with flavor, and completely addictive. Unlike greasy chips or sugar-laden snacks, roasted chickpeas offer satisfying crunch with a dose of plant-based protein and fiber. They're perfect for on-the-go munching, topping salads, or adding to lunchboxes. Best of all, you can tailor the flavor profile to match your mood. Go spicy with chili powder, herby with rosemary, or even sweet with a dusting of cinnamon and cocoa. If you're craving something more substantial and warming, chickpeas shine in the realm of hearty stews and curries. Picture a bubbling pot of coconut chickpea curry simmering gently on the stove, filling your kitchen with the intoxicating aroma of spices. In this dish, chickpeas are simmered in a creamy blend of coconut milk, tomato, ginger, garlic, and a medley of spices. Think turmeric, coriander, and cumin. Each chickpea soaks up the rich flavors, becoming tender and deeply infused with warmth. The coconut milk provides a luxurious, dairy-free richness, while the spices deliver a gentle heat and vibrant color. Ladled over a bowl of fluffy rice or served alongside gluten-free naan, this curry is the very definition of comfort food. It's the kind of meal that nourishes you from the inside out, perfect for chilly evenings or whenever you crave something soul-soothing yet wholesome. But chickpeas aren't confined to the world of dips, snacks, and stews. They also take center stage in a quick, unique, and utterly delightful flatbread known as socca. Originating from the south of France and Italy's Ligurian coast, socca is made from chickpea flour, a naturally gluten-free alternative to wheat flour. With just chickpea flour, water, olive oil, and a pinch of salt, you create a simple batter that bakes into a thin golden flatbread with a slightly nutty flavor and a crisp-edged tender center. Socca is incredibly versatile. Enjoy it plain, topped with fresh herbs, or adorned with roasted vegetables, spicy sauces, or creamy spreads. It's an ideal appetizer, side, or even a light meal on its own. Plus, the protein and fiber in chickpeas make socca more satisfying than typical bread, keeping you full and energized for hours. And just when you think you've seen all chickpeas have to offer, they surprise you by stepping into the world of dessert. Chickpeas might not be the first ingredient that comes to mind when you think of sweet treats, but they're the secret star in a batch of cookie dough bites. By blending chickpeas with creamy nut butter, a splash of maple syrup, vanilla extract, and a handful of chocolate chips, you create a dough that tastes remarkably like classic cookie dough, but with a healthier twist. The chickpeas provide a smooth, rich base, while the nut butter adds depth and the maple syrup sweetens the mix naturally. The result is a treat that's indulgent yet nourishing, perfect for satisfying your sweet tooth without the usual guilt. Best of all, these bites are naturally gluten-free and dairy-free, making them an inclusive dessert option for gatherings or personal snacking. What makes chickpeas truly special is their chameleon-like ability to adapt to any culinary context. With just one ingredient, you can achieve 5 completely different outcomes, each with its own texture, flavor, and appeal. Chickpeas can be transformed into a silky, luxurious dip, a crunchy and flavorful snack, a hearty and warming curry, a simple yet satisfying flatbread, or even a sweet, indulgent dessert. They're the ultimate example of how plant-based ingredients can be both practical and exciting, offering a world of possibilities for those who love to experiment in the kitchen, or those just seeking simple, nutritious meals. But let's delve a little deeper into each of these creations, exploring not only how to make them, but why they work, and how you can make them your own. Hummus, for example, can be endlessly customized. Once you've mastered the classic version, try swapping in roasted garlic for a sweeter, mellower flavor, or folding in roasted red peppers, sun-dried tomatoes, or caramelized onions for extra depth. For a touch of heat, blend in a bit of harissa or your favorite hot sauce. The toppings, too, are your playground. Try pine nuts, za'atar, or chopped fresh herbs for a beautiful finish. Roasted chickpeas are similarly flexible. The key is getting them as dry as possible before roasting, which ensures maximum crunch. Once roasted, store them in an airtight container to keep them crisp. They're perfect for tossing with different spice blends. Think curry powder for an Indian twist, taco seasoning for a Mexican-inspired snack, or even ranch seasoning for a classic American flavor. If you're feeling adventurous, experiment with sweet versions. Toss with cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little coconut sugar before roasting for a snack that's reminiscent of candied nuts. Coconut chickpea curry is a dish that invites creativity. Start with the basic combination of onion, garlic, and ginger, then build flavor with your choice of spices. Add vegetables like spinach, bell peppers, or sweet potatoes for extra color and nutrition. A squeeze of lime juice at the end brightens the flavors, and a handful of fresh cilantro adds a burst of freshness. For added protein, stir in tofu or serve with a scoop of quinoa. The beauty of curry is that it's highly adaptable. You can make it as mild or as spicy as you like, and it only gets better as the flavors meld over time. Sauca, too, is a canvas for your culinary imagination. For a Mediterranean twist, top it with olives, cherry tomatoes, and a sprinkle of oregano before baking. For a heartier meal, use sauca as a base for a veggie-packed pizza, or cut it into wedges and serve with a bowl of soup or salad for a light lunch. The batter comes together in minutes, making sauca a perfect solution for busy weeknights or unexpected guests. And because it's naturally gluten-free, it's a bread option that everyone can enjoy together. Cookie dough bites made from chickpeas are a revelation for anyone seeking a healthier treat. The trick is blending the chickpeas thoroughly until perfectly smooth. No one will ever guess the secret ingredient. Nut butters like almond, peanut, or cashew each lend a unique flavor, so feel free to experiment. Add-ins like chopped nuts, shredded coconut, or dried fruit offer texture and variety. These bites are perfect for meal prepping, as they keep well in the refrigerator and are ready whenever a craving strikes. Beyond their culinary versatility, chickpeas are a nutritional powerhouse. Packed with plant-based protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, they support digestive health, help maintain steady energy, and keep you feeling satisfied. They're naturally low in fat and contain beneficial nutrients like folate, iron, phosphorus, and manganese. For those managing food intolerances or allergies, chickpeas are a safe and nourishing alternative to wheat, dairy, and even eggs in many recipes. Their mild flavor makes them the perfect blank canvas, absorbing and enhancing the flavors around them rather than overpowering the dish. For anyone living gluten-free or dairy-free, chickpeas are more than just a convenience. They're a way to bring variety, texture, and excitement to your meals without sacrificing taste or nutrition. They're budget-friendly, widely available, and easy to store, making them an essential pantry staple. Whether you're feeding a family, entertaining friends, or simply cooking for yourself, chickpeas offer endless opportunities to create meals that are as delicious as they are inclusive. So, the next time you reach for that can of chickpeas, take a moment to imagine the possibilities. Maybe you'll whip up a batch of hummus for a last-minute gathering, or roast some chickpeas for a road trip snack. Perhaps you'll simmer a comforting curry on a rainy evening, bake a socka flatbread to accompany a fresh salad, or blend up some cookie dough bites for your afternoon pick-me-up. Each time, you'll be reminded that simple ingredients can yield extraordinary results. For step-by-step recipes and more inspiration, exploring new ways to enjoy chickpeas is just a click away. Discover creative twists, expert tips, and plenty of fresh ideas to keep your meals exciting and satisfying, all while keeping gluten and dairy at bay. Chickpeas truly are the humble hero of the pantry, ready to transform your cooking, one can at a time. As you experiment with these recipes, let your own preferences and creativity guide you. Swap ingredients, adjust spices, and make each dish your own. The journey with chickpeas is as much about exploration as it is about nourishment. Each new recipe is an opportunity to enjoy wholesome, flavorful food that brings people together and celebrates the simple joy of cooking. So, whether you're a seasoned home cook or just starting out on your gluten-free, dairy-free journey, let chickpeas be your ally. Their versatility, nutrition, and deliciousness will surprise and delight you, proving that even the simplest ingredients can make the most memorable meals. Open up that can of chickpeas and see where your imagination and your appetite take you.